my name is Chloe, and today we will be studying the story of taking a high-speed train trip. We will focus on how to condense this story so we are able to retell it during a regular conversation. However, today we will also learn ways in which you can make a conversation to suit your audience and purpose. In today's class, we will learn how to retell a story for use in a radio interview. The video will be something that is used as a podcast to educate children in the UK about China's high-speed rail system. Let's begin, shall we? In the first lesson, we learned about little Xiamen, who took his first ever journey on China's high-speed railway. Along with his mother and father, Xiamen travelled from Beijing to Tianjin to Shanghai and saw some fantastic sights on the way. We do not know if this story was a real-life account from a real person or if it is a fictional story. However, we do know that each day, according to China Railway Corp, there are over 4 million people using the bullet trains, meaning stories like little Xiamen's are probably occurring every single day. But what do we actually know about China's high-speed train system? The story itself doesn't give us a lot of factual information. However, if we are going to do an interview, we need some factual ammunition. So this is your first task. You have around 10 minutes to find out as many facts as you can about China's high-speed rail system. Write the facts down as you will need them later. Once you've finished, press the play button again. See you soon! Hi! So, what did you find out? Well, I also did some research and this is what I found. Feel free to write down anything that you don't already have. Number 1. China's trains in the mid to late 90s weren't just slower, they were slow. Number 2. China's first high-speed rail line began service in 2011. It links Beijing and Shanghai and is 819 miles long. This connection reduced the train travel time between these two cities from 10 hours to just 5 hours. Its top speed is 350 kilometers per hour. Number 3. In 2016, the number of passengers was calculated at a staggering 1.5 billion. That's more than China's actual population. People from all around the world use this service. Number 4. China has the largest high-speed rail network in the world, with over 12,500 miles of track. That isn't just more than the country with the next biggest system, Japan. It's not even more than the next 5 countries combined. It's more than the entire rest of the planet. Even if you were to lay every single non-Chinese piece of high-speed rail back to back, you'd still have less than what China has. Number 5. You can actually buy tickets for beds on the long-distance trains. Number 6. In 2018, a new underground high-speed train system was built, which links Hong Kong West Kowloon Station to Shenzhen. Now it takes just 49 minutes to get from one city to the other. So there are some facts I found out about this amazing technological advancement. However, the facts alone are not enough if we are going to partake in an interview. In today's interview, I would like you to retell the story from the book, but I want you to tell it in first person, as if you were actually little Xiamen. This means that the perspective of the story will change, and when you retell the story, you will tell it as if you actually had the experience yourself. So before you summarize the story in first-person narrative, let's do a little practice. I will give you a sentence and I want you to reword it in first person and also make it a little shorter in length. Here's the first one. What did you get? Something like this? This is shorter and written in first person. My parents were normally busy, but finally they agreed to take me to travel on a high-speed train. Okay, let's try one more. Yang Yang asked, "Are China's high-speed trains the best in the world?" Mother said, smiling, "Yes, and our country is going to build more high-speed tracks and help foreign friends build them too." I wrote this. I asked my mum if China had the best trains, and she replied, "Yes, and soon they will be all over the world." Your next task is this. Condense Yang Yang's story and make it your own. Choose the most important and interesting points. You will use this short story in the radio interview. It should be around 250 words in all. Once you have written down your first-person narrative summary, you may press play. Go. Hi, and welcome back. How was that? Did you find it easy or hard? Don't worry if it was a little difficult. I will give you an idea as to what it should look like now. I was so excited about the coming weekend. My parents were normally busy, but finally they had agreed to travel on a high-speed train with me. We packed our bags and set off from Beijing to Tianjin. I had so many questions, but when I saw the high-speed train for the first time in person, I couldn't help but think that it looked like a big shark or a rocket. It looked so different from what I had seen on TV. My father told me it would only take 30 minutes to get to Tianjin, and I was a little scared. Would it be safe? So we did an experiment to see how stable the carriages were, and Mum balanced a cup of water on the table. Even though we were going at such high speeds, not a single drop of water was spilt from the cup. We explored the local cuisine and parks in Tianjin, and then set off to Shanghai Disney, which was amazing. I couldn't believe that in just 2 days, our high-speed train round trip had taken us over 2,000 kilometers. Mum and Dad told me stories about their slow, smelly and boring train rides in the old days. And I am so thankful for China and its innovative technology. Mum said that it's so successful, people from all over the world now want to use our designs. What an achievement for China and a gift for citizens the world over. Okay, there you have it. This was Yang Yang's story, but I changed it to make it seem as if I had experienced it. And why did you do that, Chloe? I hear you ask. Well, we are going to use it in the interview. So this is the final task of the lesson today. I'm going to write some questions which I will ask you during a podcast interview. You are attending the interview whilst studying in the UK. The UK have been researching into different more effective ways of using rail travel and are interested in the way that China is developing its rail network. They are interviewing people who have experienced rail travel in China firsthand. That's where you come in. Okay, take as long as you need for these questions. Once you are ready, you can press play and we will commence with the interview. Remember, you can press pause at any point, and when the screen is white with the questions displayed on it, it's recommended that you do pause to give a detailed answer. Hi and welcome. Okay, now I am going to take on the role of the interviewer in our educational program about travel systems around the world. Remember, you can stop the video at any time, and if you want to record yourself when you are confident, please do. Then send it to the address I'll give you at the end. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another edition of the world's greatest travel systems. And today we have a special guest who has come all the way from China. Please, can you introduce yourself to everyone? Fantastic, and it's great to have you here. So today we are going to be talking about one of the most modern ways of travelling by rail, and we have the genius of Chinese engineers to thank for such a creation. So I'm going to stop talking now and hand it over to our guest. Can you tell me a little about China's modern train and rail systems? Please give us some facts. Wow, it sounds fascinating. It must be such an improvement for everyone. Can you tell us what China's train system was it like before it changed? So, is this way of travelling only for the cool, fashionable types of people? Can you compare the way young people travel and the way older people travel today in China? I have an image of men and women riding their bicycles to market, but maybe that's a bit exaggerated. Has that changed over the last 50 years? And I believe that you've also been on the high-speed rail, right? Was it enjoyable? Can you tell us about your experience? So, what do you think are the benefits of travelling by high-speed train? And do you think there are any things that could be improved about this way of travelling? I guess in years to come, there will be improvements made that we can't even imagine right now. And finally, China has pioneered the way with the high-speed railway system. What do you think will happen next? Well, thank you so much for your time today. It's been fantastic to be able to talk to someone who has experienced firsthand the amazing high-speed trains in China. I am Chloe, and this has been the world's greatest travel systems. Tune in again next time for more in our series. Bye-bye.